Assalamu alaikum. Today we are going to perform confirmatory factor analysis and structure equation modeling by using Amos. Now this is the exploratory factor analysis which we have conducted on by using SPSS. Now on SPSS we have extracted 5 components from a variable list. Now these 5 components we have to check it that whether they are matching the variables properly or not. So for this we are going to perform confirmatory factor analysis on Amos. Now how we are going to perform? We had already discussed how we can draw the model. Let's recap at once. We have these 3 variables. Independent variable, this is the dependent variable. Okay, now what we can do, preserve the symmetries, and we are going to rotate our variables like this. We have to move a bit like this. Okay, now the next step is we have to upload our data file. We have to upload our data file. Let's open it here. Open. Okay, perfect. Open these variables. As you have to drag these variable names over here. SN5 social influence 1, social influence 2, 3, 4 and 5. As we have identified that from the convenience factor from C1 to C5, they are included in our convenience variable. So we have taken these 5 factors and we have excluded this C6 from our list. This is the dependence D1, D2, D3, D4, D5 is not included in our variable list. Here D1, 2, 3, 4, and similarly P1, P3, P4 and P5. We have excluded P2 from our list. So next step is P1, D4, P1, P3, P4 and P5. We have to close this box. Now this is the excess, so we can easily remove this. Right, again we have to preserve the symmetry. Okay, edit fit to page, that's okay. Now we have to correlate them like this. Okay, rest this seems it seems good. This is the touching wind. We can just now the next step is what we can do. We have to select one object at a time, 1, 2 and 3. We have to covary plugins and draw covariances, and the covariances have been drawn. Again we have to name the unobserved variables. Unobserved variables have been named. Reobserved, resized observed variables, everything is being done. Good. Now the thing is that these 3 are the independent variables. These 3, they are influencing this fourth variable, and this fourth variable, this in turn it is influencing the fifth variable. So these are the independent variable and these are the endogenous, or we can say they are the dependent variables. For the dependent variables, always we need to add the error term, because without error term it will not work. Again, plugins and name unobserved variable. Done. Data file we have already incorporated. Now estimation maximum likelihood, this perfect. Output standardized estimates we are going to calculate, squared multiple relation, modification indices, residual moments if you want, it's okay, perfect. You have to save the file, save as at CFA1, save, and then calculate the estimates. This is unstandardized estimates. Okay. View text output. This is a text output. Now what we have to see, just we have to look for this probability level. It is comes out to be 0. We will be going towards this model fit. The model fit for this default model, it comes out to be 0. 0, it indicates that the default model is correct. When the value comes out to be significant, it means that whatever the model we have drawn, it's correct. First thing that is to be identified over here. Next, coming towards the rest part of the model, what we have to look, we have to find out the important terminologies for this. We have to find out the root of the mean square. Root of the mean square, it's very important when we have to find out this model. Root of the mean square, it shows what that should be less than 0.05 to 0.1. When it is 0.05 to 0.1, it seems to be good, but when it is less than 0.05, the model, it's very good. But here it comes out to be 0.07. It means this is perfect. Then coming towards minimization estimation. Now here, what are these? These are the modification indices. Now modification indices, in this column we have to look for the higher modification values. We need to covary for the error terms. The thing is that what we are going to do, we are actually finding out our doing the confirmatory factor analysis. Now here, if you can see, we will be looking for the standardized estimate. That the standardized estimate, it comes to be nearly from 0.65 to 0.73. Now if it is less than 0.6, yet for example here it's less than 0.64 for SN5, it is the problematic term. Here it is also, it's good, perfect. Over here it's all right. Here C1, it's 0.57, 0.51, we need to remove. What we can do, that instead of removing the whole term, we can covary the modification indices. For example, here it's 19 to 25. First we have to find out the larger terms, like this. Now just look at here, this is E1 to E25. E1 to E25 we cannot covary. It is very difficult for us to covary E1 and E25. We can covary these error terms from E6 to E10, from E1 to E5, but we cannot covary from E1 to E24 or from E1 to E25. It's practically not possible. So whatever the terms we can easily covary, we can covary. E1 and E2 we can covary, but the moderation indices is very low, so it seems not problematic.